On this calendar over here, you're counting down.
What, because I'm marking it off?
Alright, let's
No,
go,
it says
bro.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, that's weeks of school.
Alright, bro, we got this. So, bro, how's it going?
It's going good.
Yeah, what you doing?
Playing Guitar Hero.
Yeah, how's that going for you?
It's going really good.
Yeah? What song is it?
Put it on.
Oh, yeah?
It's really speaking to me right now.
You know, I was just doing a speech the other day about how music is a form of communication. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool, man. I have my computer right here. So, Identifying Music as a Form of Communication by Nathaniel Meneses. So one of the first things I did was, music is the universal language of mankind, which is a quote by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, which is a great quote, because usually we think of music as entertainment or just something to do while we're killing time. But if we look throughout America's history, and even the world's history, we use music as so much more than that. We use it for marching, for the soldiers when they're battling and whatnot to get directions. And even before, if we look past American history and even to like Egyptian history or Mediterranean history, you have people before the use of paper, they use songs to record history and to pass down their knowledge. So, communication is the sending and receiving of messages, which is the definition we used from the communications book I used for my class, actually. And when we listen to music and we create music, we actually do that. We're sending messages and we're receiving them. And it makes sense. So, musical communication is important because it communicates in ways that words just can't by itself. For instance, when I say a word, if I say that's good, that can mean differently for me than it does for you. But with music, we don't have that issue, which is why it's so interesting as a form of communication. So, moving on, we have music is a reflection of self, a relation to others, and is an establishment of culture. And we can look into those 3 points which really help make music a form of communication, something we can identify itself with. So, reflecting yourself. When you create music, like if you pick up a guitar or you get on your piano and you really make a song, you're expressing yourself, are you not? It's true. And everything you create is something that you do on your own. It is something how you feel at the moment. And there's actually a quote that they have by it's an unknown author. I couldn't find what his name was or her name was, and it says, "Music is what feelings sound like." And that makes sense because how you're feeling is how you create your music. You don't make sad music when you're happy, and you don't make happy music when you're sad. And so we make that music, and we usually try to show that to other people, which leads to my second point, which is music helps people relate to each other. The 5 steps of listening are actually receiving, understanding, remembering, evaluating, and responding. And that's things we do when we listen to music. When I'm listening to John Mayer or Talib Kweli or even Bach, you listen to that and you really think about the lyrics, the emotions behind that, and you can empathize with you can empathize with the author of the song, and you can relate to each other through feelings, and you can communicate that through that and give some feedback and whatnot. And my third point, is creating a culture. So when you have lots of people listening to the same author, the same songwriter, you have emotions that tie together. You have feelings and ideas that tie together. For instance, one of the great examples I can think of is John Lennon and the Beatles. There's an entire movement and a culture that belongs just to those authors of music. And you establish a culture. And that's my presentation. Let me show you my audience. There's Travis.
There he is.
And Ashley.
There she is.
And Matt.